Well, hello and welcome back once again, M1 Faithful. Here we are in the Molten Cup Challenge. We're playing up here in Champlin Park. I'm bringing you a little bit of a different bird's eye view today. I can't promise you're going to be able to see the server serving. But I'm going to do my best to let you know who it is. You just won't see them. So I'm not going to do as much movement with the camera. We're just going to kind of let things be here. We're already just a little bit behind. It's 4:02. Game's supposed to start at 4 o'clock. It is hotter than Hades here in this oven of a gymnasium. We'll be underway shortly. M1 Laser Cat's about to take on the Koroko team without a mascot. I'm Mike Henriksen. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be with you shortly. All right, folks. Here we are at the beginning of the game. 0-0. Your starting lineup for the M1 Laser Cats. Kinsey Watson, Quinn Bai, Madeline Henriksen. Serving is Kinley Henderson. She comes out with a wonderful drive. Koroko able to stabilize. This is back here. Sophia Schwant. Kinley Henderson over to Kinsey Watson. What a drive by Kinsey Watson. Koroko keeps it alive with a hit. Blocked by Madeline Henriksen. That's good for our first point of the day. M1 with a 1-point advantage. As Kinley Henderson back with her drive down the line. That one out the call. 1-1. Serve here is back to Madeline Henriksen. Lashes over to Bai. Bai sends this one over with a backwards bump. Koroko with a drive. This one long off the baseline. 2-1 M1. Oh, they're going to call a touch. Oh, excuse me. It's 2-1 Koroko. This is Madeline Henriksen to Sophia Schwant. Kenarashis goes long backwards bump, getting that in play. Koroko sends that back over the net, and that one's out of play. 2-2. There is Fiona Bechtel in for Madeline Henriksen. Bechtel goes to the back line to serve. Today she's sporting the single simple pony. And Bechtel running jump serve just over the net. Koroko libero to play it, set up, touch set over. Watson settles. Here's Henderson to Bai. Bai from the 10-foot line sends it just deep past the baseline of Koroko. 3-2 Koroko with a 1-point advantage. This is the first set. We're going to play best of 3. Play to 25, win by 2. Koroko service. This back to Rashis. It's Bai. She kept that alive, but didn't get enough elevation on the ball. It's now 4-2, Koroko with a 2-point advantage. There to the baseline to serve. Running jump serve. It's right to Sophia Schwant. Backward set by Henderson. Here's Watson with the drive. This goes to the back far corner. Koroko now from the beyond the 10-foot line. Bechtel. Henderson. Nice touch set. Tries to catch Koroko sleeping there, awake, but still can't send the ball back over. And 4-3 now our score. Kenarashis to serve for M1. Out of your screen in your frame down below. Here's Rashis, the libero. She'll send a drive over. Koroko plays it, hit coming. Here's Henderson. Rashis here to Schwant. Schwant with a drive. That's off 2 blocks. And that'll fall for a point, tying the game at 4. Number 25, Rashis here to the back line to serve again. Rashis with her drive, that one off the baseline. Out the call, side out for M1. Number 11, a Koroko to the baseline to serve. Running jump serve, this one to the back line. Bechtel lets this one go. Wise decision by Fiona Bechtel, kind of letting that go over her shoulder. 5-5. Your score. Early on out, first set, there's Signe Carter to the baseline to serve. She's in for Kenzie Watson. Carter with a drive. This one looking for a little soft spot front court there of Koroko, and that'll fall. Nice serve there by Carter. 6-5, M1. Carter out of your frame, at the bottom of your frame. She'll just come into it now. She'll put that one into the net. Koroko takes advantage, 5-5. Oh, excuse me, 6-6. Koroko to serve. This one back to Bechtel. That was coming right for us. Played off the, it's kind of a lower ceiling here, folks. That one went right off the basketball backboard. It came straight down and hit the side stands. Here's Koroko again. Rashis, she plays that too far forward. That pass off the mark. Signy Carter really couldn't do anything with it. 8-6, 2-point advantage, Koroko. Koroko with a drive. This back to Rashis. She'll bring this one forward to Maslow, and then that one over by Henderson. This one back to Carter. Here's Bechtel forward to Henderson. Nice touch set there by Kinley Henderson just over the net. Koroko plays that forward. Great block by Lucy Maslow. Ooh. That one falls into the back corner. Koroko, M1 regains service. It's 8-7. Koroko with a 1-point advantage. Your server here, Sophia Schwant, running jump serve to the back corner. Koroko, they can't handle that one. That's an ace. Game now tied at 8. Sophia Schwant out of your frame in the lower right. Schwant here sporting the single braided pony today. Something new there. This drive by Koroko stopped by Rashis. Here's Carter to Henderson. They're going to call a net violation. Might be a line violation. Koroko takes advantage. 9-8 side out. Too bad here too, because we had a good point going there. This drive over to Rashis. That one errant to Henderson. Henderson just tries to throw her hands out to get something on that ball, and she keeps it in play, but M1 not able to get a third hit on it to bring it over the net. Koroko, libero from the baseline. This one's right back to Madeline Henriksen. Now it's Rashis over to Henderson. They send a sideways bump over. Here's touch set by Koroko. They'll send that one over. Henderson, Rashis. Backwards bump to Henriksen. She'll roll that one just over the net. Koroko has too many hits. M1 regains service. (9-10), it's a 1-point advantage. Koroko. Now with this break in the action, let's see what Madeline Henriksen's grandpa has to say. Grandpa Henriksen, what are your thoughts on this early part of the game?
My thoughts, I got a mouthful of pizza.
So not too much anything early here, folks. We'll see if we can get something from Mr. Henriksen later on. And we're back to action. This drive here by Lucy Maslow is put into play. Coming back over, Maslow sends that one errant. 11-9, 2-point advantage. Koroko side out. Ball here went way out of play. Sophia Schwant here getting that back to Koroko. Number 4, Koroko is going to serve. 2-point advantage, 11-9. Running jump serve. This one, curveball coming in. That one called, yeah, and that was touched by Sophia Schwant. I was just waiting for the line judge to make a call on it. 12-9, Koroko. Oh, excuse me, no. They're calling that one out. He didn't touch it. 11-10. This one falls back here. Henderson by to Henriksen beyond the 10-foot line. Good hit here to the baseline of Koroko. Brought forward. Koroko brought that forward. Nice block at the net by Quinn Bai. And that ties it up. Kinley Henderson, your server. Game tied at 11 in the first set. Henderson out of your frame in the lower right. Running jump serve. This to the back line of Koroko. Set. Hit coming. This one back to Henderson. She needs to set. Schwant backwards bump. Here's by with a backwards set. That almost falling into Koroko's court. They send a long hit that goes off the baseline. M1 takes advantage, 12-11.
That was out.
Oh, I thought it was too. I thought that ball was out here, folks. Must have been touched. All right, that was our last point. Now we're tied at 12. Sorry about the confusion. Henriksen out, Fiona Bechtel in to serve. Number 12, Fiona Bechtel. Running jump serve. This one falling short. Koroko just barely able to keep that alive. It comes back to Bechtel. She'll pass that to Henderson. This is a drive by Schwant to the baseline of Koroko. They'll keep it alive. Hit coming. Tipped off by Schwant. Rashis over to Henderson there to Watson. Nice drive. Here's Henderson. Back to Watson. Watson with another chip set right at the line. This one, Bechtel. Played up, Watson. Bechtel. Here's Watson again. Good drive by Watson. Tipped right over by his fingertips. Watson. Henderson. Races. Nice sideways bump. Gonna races. This one driven by Koroko off the baseline. That one's out. M1 now, 1 point advantage. Fiona Bechtel retains service. Running jump serve by Bechtel, falling short of the mark. It's into the net. Unforced error makes it a tie game again. Both these teams just trading blows early on out here in the first set. 13-13. Kind of the way here the Molten series goes is each tournament is a tournament for the next series tournament. So here we are at the end of 5 tournaments. This is the final tournament. And so basically the matchups are as even as possible. Tenorasius puts that one into the net. Unforced error makes it 14-0. Koroko to their baseline to serve. Running jump serve back to Schwant. Henderson, Watson. She'll drive this into the cheap seats. And on an unforced error, making it 15-14 Koroko. Koroko with the drive. This will go past Bechtel's shoulder as she lets that one go wisely. 15-0. Watson out, Carter in. She'll go to the baseline to serve. Carter running jump serve. This to the back line where Koroko keeps it alive. Bump, set, hit there from well beyond the out of bounds line. That one gonna hit the antenna, falls short. 16-15. M1 now with a 1 point advantage. Baseline service, Carter sends a curveball in there to Koroko's court. They'll send a long set over. Bechtel passes here to Maslow. Tipped by Henderson right at the line. And a nice tip there by Schwant right at the line. Racius. And Carter sends this one well out of play. I don't know. She must have thought she had an outside hitter well to the outside there. 16 all your score. Now, as I was saying before, if you're unfamiliar with the Molten series, it's a series of about 5 tournaments. How you do in each weekend tournament depends on how you're seeded for the next tournament. So essentially, This is the very last tournament, so these teams are the most even matchups that you could possibly have. So should be some fun volleyball today, and that's what we're seeing here in this first set, 16-all. Koroko service. Serve back to Racius. She'll put this out of play.
What's the score, Mike?
17-15. Koroko now with the 1-point advantage, 17-15. This one right back to Racius. Carter, set to Schwant. She's got to go sideways with it. That set was short of the mark. This one back up to the line. It's Schwant. Now Carter, long set back to Schwant. Good give and go there. Koroko keeps this alive. Hit coming. This to the back line. Great save, Fiona Bechtel. Over to Maslow. Maslow had a net violation there. (18-16) 2-point advantage, Koroko. Running jump serve's good. It's over to Schwant. Schwant passes that right to Carter. Carter was right on the mark, and it was like she was looking to bump that ball. I'm not sure why. I think she thought it was coming short of that mark. So anyways, 19-16, 3-point game. Koroko with 3-point advantage. This game played to 25, got to win by 2. First set, best of 3. Koroko service. This one back to Schwant. She'll keep it alive. Here's Carter. Back to Schwant. Good give and go. Koroko from their baseline will tip it over. Racius. Carter back to Maslow. Maslow with a good drive there. Koroko finishes and delivers. Put it right behind Racius's back. That falls for a point, making it a 4-point advantage. Koroko. 20-16 Koroko. Running jump serve. This back to Racius. She'll let that one go wisely. What is it? 20-17, 3-point advantage for Koroko. Henriksen in for Bechtel. Sophia Schwant serving. This drive goes long. Unforced error now, making it 21-17. M1 starting to slowly run out of their unforced errors. Koroko to the baseline to serve. Good serve back to Kenna Racius. There's Carter, backwards set. Lucy Maslow with a wonderful drive. Koroko not able to handle. 21-18, 3-point advantage Koroko. Quinn by for Kenzie Watson. Maslow, good drive by Maslow. Baseline of Koroko, they'll bring it forward. Touch set, Maslow by. Here's Henriksen, sideways bump, goes over. Baseline of Koroko, they'll bring that forward. Tip by, but she just didn't get all of it. Off Quinn Bai's fingertips and over into M1's court. 22-18, Koroko. Your front line for M1 is by Carter, Henderson. Back line is Henriksen, Schwant, Racius. This one falls right in between Schwant and Henriksen. They thought that was going long. It is now 23-18, 5-point advantage for Koroko. M1 starting to quickly run out on unforced errors. And we're back to action. 23-18, Koroko with the ball. This drive right back to Schwant. She'll send that nice pass to Carter. Here Carter to Bye sends that about 5 feet past the baseline. That one's out. Let's see if they call a touch. They might call a touch here. Yeah, they do call a touch here. M1 gets away with one. 23-19. Now a 4-point game. As we have, I'm trying to see who's serving here. We have Kinley Henderson with a nice drive off the serve. Koroko not able to handle now. 23-20, 3-point game. Gonna play to 25, got to win by 2. Henderson to come off with the drive again. Ref looking at the score table. Oh my God. The ref just took 2 points away from M1. It should be 20-23. Refs here now having some confusion. My score reflects the score table score. Looks like they haven't been paying attention. The score should be 20-23. There we go. Disheartening, especially when they charge you an entrance fee. Unbelievable. There's Koroko. They send this forward. Schwant's got to dig for it. Watson tries to get a hand on it. So you can only get one hand there, and that ball goes errant. Now it's set point for Koroko, 24-20. Running jump serve. It's right back to Racius. Henderson over to Bye. Good set there by Bye. That one just over the net. Koroko sets. Hit coming. It's Racius. Henderson, good set here to Henriksen. Henriksen puts it into the net. That's the end of the game. End of the first set here. Koroko taking that 5-point advantage. 25-20. That's the end of our first set. We'll reset here in just a second. All right, folks, let's try and get another word or two here from Madeline Henriksen's grandfather, my father. Well, Myron, what do you think what could M1 do better here for this second set?
Well, first of all, let's say what they did well. They had some great digs. I thought they played very well. I mean, the scores was, when it was 23-20, we were in the game all the way, and it didn't go our way, but we played well. Yeah. Mike, you do a good job on the microphone.
Oh, thank you. All right, so you heard it from Myron Henriksen here. Actually, a lot of good things we should be happy about. I like that positive energy coming into set number 2. We'll be with you here shortly, so don't go anywhere. Just refill your coffee or beer or beverage of choice. Back to action. All right, folks, set number 2. Looks like Koroko is going to start off serving. Starting lineup for the Laser Cats. Schwant by Henriksen on the front line. Watson, Maslow, Henderson on the back line. Racius for Maslow, and we're underway. Let's see if the scorer table here at Champlin Park can get it right for set number 2. Set number 2 underway. This one right back to Henriksen. Over to Bai. Nice job by Bai keeping that ball alive. Watson sent that over. Hit coming. This one going off the baseline, and that's no good. Smart play there by Racius to allow that one to go past her. Bechtel for Henriksen. She'll go to the baseline to serve. Number 12, Fiona Bechtel. Running jump serve, this one into the net. Unforced error ties the game at 1. Boy, both these teams very evenly matched. Koroko running jump serve back to Racia. She'll pass this to Henderson. Over to Watson. Watson with a drive. Good hard drive by Watson's right off a block by Koroko and out. Nice job, Kenzie Watson. Maslow for Bai as Kenarasius puts that one into the net, tying the game. M1 here, kind of struggling with service, putting quite a few serves into the net today. As Koroko struggling with the same thing. 3-2. Carter for Schwan as she'll go to the back line to serve. Good serve here by Carter. And a good hit there by Kinsey Watson. That ball came just over the net. Watson timed that ball really perfectly. Nice job, Kinsey Watson. Sorry, folks, I had the score wrong. It's 4-2 M1. M1 with 2-point advantage. Early on out, set number 2. Here's Carter with a curveball serve. That lands in. This drive coming back. Racius gets a handle on it, but that ball flying near it. 4-3. Koroko to the baseline to serve. Running jump serve goes out. Five-3 your score. Oh, Watson with a wonderful serve there to the back corner, Koroko. But Koroko keeps this alive. They bounce it off the top of the net, lands in front of Henriksen and Racius. 5-4. This drive goes right back to Henriksen. She plays it forward. Koroko keeps this alive. They'll bring it forward. Good block by Henriksen and Maslow. Def lands in M1's court, making it 5-5. Sorry, I thought that landed in Korko's court. Koroko with the serve. This hits the net, falls right in front of Henriksen. And she had a dive out on the ball, but she's late to the party. Koroko to the baseline to serve. This running jump serve goes back to Watson. She'll play it forward. Here's Carter. Watson again. She'll send it over. Koroko plays this forward. comes over, Henriksen, Carter. Watson, good hit here from beyond the 10-foot line. Hit here coming by Koroko, well off the mark, going wide left. Game now tied at 6. Running jump serve by Maslow is a good one. Koroko brings it forward, Maslow. Carter, nice set here to Bye with a good hit. Koroko keeps it alive, backward set, hit coming. This one right in front of Carter and Henderson. I think Henderson is trying to set that. Koroko now with a 1-point advantage. 7-6 Koroko. They'll send this back to Henriksen. Now Carter over to Henriksen. Henriksen drills it right into a block, but then saves it. This one now coming sideways across the net. Racius to Bye. Just not going to find its way over. 6-8, 2-point advantage, Koroko. Koroko, good drive. Here's Watson, Henriksen, sideways bump here by Racius. Forward to the front of the line, right off the fingertips of Bye. Good dig there by Watson. That was Carter to Henderson. Henderson with a good drive. This drive coming back. Good dig there by Racius, and then it's Carter to Watson. Watson sends a bump going over. Hit coming by Koroko, tipped by Bye. That's going to fall into M1's court. 9-6 Koroko. Koroko service. This one into the net. Unforced error now makes it 9-7. Kinley Henderson to serve. This is a line drive down the line. Koroko plays that up and gets it forward. Sideways bump over. Racius. Pass to Henderson. She'll soft set that just over the net. Koroko plays sideways bump. That goes over. Watson. Henderson. Set here to Henderson. Good soft set. Koroko was ready for it. They come back with a soft set of their own. It's Racius. Henderson. Backward set. Good hit there by Schwant. Comes right back into her face off a block. She keeps it alive nicely. Touch set here by Koroko. Played by Schwant. That one rolls off the net there. 10-7, 3-point advantage for Koroko. Korko's service, this back to Racius. Now it's Henderson. Henriksen with a drive, this to the baseline. Koroko keeps it alive. Long set, hit coming. Touched off Bye and then off Watson. Someone just can't get a big enough piece of that ball. That was a heat-seeking missile. I don't think so. I think it was in. This one back to Henriksen. Here's Henderson over to Bye. Bye with a great drive. That finding the back corner of Korko's court. Fiona Bechtel for Madeline Henriksen. She'll go to the baseline to serve. Bechtel, number 12, sends a nice serve just over the net. Koroko keeps alive. Hit coming. Here's Henderson. She didn't get much on it, but Bechtel able to keep it alive. Racius with the backwards bump. That goes over. Koroko sends one right into a wonderful block by Bye and Watson. Nice job. 11-9. Bechtel. Good serve here by Bechtel. Played up. Koroko sends that over. Watson to Henderson, back to Watson. She'll go sideways, bump with it. Koroko just blatantly misplays the ball. 11-10, 1-point game. Bechtel. This is the baseline here. Koroko set, hit coming. The nice block there by Quinn Bai. Bechtel again to the baseline. Good serve by Bechtel. Baseline of Koroko. They'll hit this one over. Henderson over to Bechtel. Now it's Schwant. Good soft set by Schwant to the back corner. Ball may have been going out, but Koroko plays it. They'll send this one. Racius lets that one go. And I tell you what, the line judge, I actually think made a mistake in our favor there, 12-11. Pretty sure of it.
That was out.
I don't think so. I know they called it out. Bechtel, good serve. Comes back up to Bai. Koroko sends it over. Henderson. Racius backwards to Watson with a drive. That one's in.
Watson hits it hard.
Kenzie Watson here with another really nice hit. 13-11, 2-point advantage for M1. Missed the second set, best of 3. Played at 25, got to win by 2. All right. Fiona Bechtel. This is the libero of Koroko. And they'll let that one drop. 3-8-point advantage for the Laser Cats. Bechtel. She'll send that one just long off the baseline. 14-12. Koroko to their baseline to serve. This service right back to Bechtel. Henderson to Watson. Watson with a nice drive. And finding the baseline court there.
Got to keep doing that.
15-12 your score. Kenaracius to the baseline to serve out of your frame there in the lower left. Oh, she's coming out lower right. Good serve, Racius. This one brought forward. Ooh. Lucy Watson gets beat by number 6 of Koroko right at the net there. Nice play by Koroko. 15-13 your score. Koroko running jump serve. There's Racius. Henderson. Schwant with a drive. This one to the baseline. They're going to call a net violation on Sophia Schwant. She went hard into the net there. That was an easy call. 16-13. No, excuse me. 16-14 is what the score. It says 15-14 here. Sorry. 15-14. Served by Koroko, over to Bechtel. Now it's Henderson, Watson to play this one over. Koroko, backward set, hit coming. Racius, Henderson, Schwant. Good drive by Schwant to the back corner. Koroko keeps it alive. Bechtel, Henderson. Good hit by Schwant here. She'll keep it alive again. Racius. Bechtel goes over with it. Koroko almost not ready for that. They'll have a drive here where Racius will settle to Henderson. Hit there awkwardly by Schwant. Works out. That one rolls right over. It's Bechtel again. Henderson. Here's Schwandt. Another hit. Oh, and it's touched by Koroko. Nicely done. Good drive there by Schwandt. That ball was going out. Got a little bit of a break here. Sidney Carter to the baseline to serve. Carter service over to Koroko. They'll play this forward. Set, hit coming. That one right into a wonderful block by Lucy Maslow. (17-14) now your score. Sidney Carter with a good drive to the back corner. That is ruled in. I tell you what, looked out to me, but I will take it. 18-14, Carter still serving. She's painting the corners.
Playing well now, Mike.
Yeah. Now we turn it on here. We turn it on. Well, folks, for this next game, I'm going to have to do a slightly different location. We'll see how that goes. Mainly just because I need to get some charging on my phone. I got to do it while the game is going on, so.
Is phone gonna make it?
We'll make it through this game. Carter. Over to Koroko. They'll bring that forward. Hit coming right into a wonderful block by Maslow. (19-14). 5-point advantage now for M1 Lasercats. Carter. This to the back corner. Koroko brings it forward. Touch set. Henderson. And net violation on Koroko. (20-14). Carter. Koroko baseline. Hit coming. Nice block, Lucy Maslow. Another wonderful block, Lucy Maslow. And a third! Oh my gosh! Lucy Maslow, 3 wonderful blocks right at the line. Wow. What number is she? 3 wonderful blocks there by number 43, Lucy Maslow, playing middle here at the front line. This drive here is a good hit by Koroko. That finds mid-court. M1, 21-5 your score. Koroko serve right back to Bechtel. Henderson, no! Finds its way into M1's court. I think Henderson thought it was maybe going over, but it did not. Koroko, Racius, Carter, Watson. That drive into the bench of Koroko, well off the mark. 17-21, Koroko is starting to make a slow comeback here. M1's got to be careful. This drive over to Racius. Now Watson. Racius just had that pass off the mark, unfortunately. 21-18. Timeout M1. Well, 4 more points is what M1 needs to push the rubber match. That's what we're looking for.
Check side view.
Hey. Could you get me a water or something? All right, and we're back to action here. Here we go. Koroko service, Racius, Carter, and Maslow put that one right into the net. 21-19. Koroko here, sporting the comeback. Racius, Carter to Henderson. Good hit by Kinley Henderson there from well to the outside. A nice block then on the other side of the court by Henderson. Now 22-19 as Madeline Henriksen goes in for Fiona Bechtel. And Kenzie Watson to the back line to serve. Kenzie Watson sporting the double braided pony. Watson with a good arm there. Good serve, that back to Koroko's back line, but they get this one over. Maslow sends that one over the net, and then they catch her, putting it right behind her. 2-point game now, 22-20. Koroko to the baseline to serve. Koroko serves a good one. That one right to Watson. She decides to set that, but doesn't get any elevation on the ball, and it falls into M1's court. 22-21, now a 1-point game. Koroko with the drive. This one back to Watson. This time she bumps it wisely. Carter sends that set over the net and well out of bounds. Tie game, 22. Timeout, M1. Game tied at 22. Thank you. Game tied at 22 here. Koroko to their baseline to serve. This one back to Racius. Carter to Maslow. Maslow with a nice fastball there to the back line. No, and this one comes forward, and Koroko comes down with a wonderful hit. That actually was a pretty nice play. Now your score, 23-20, as Koroko takes a 1-point advantage at a critical moment in the game. Koroko's service, it's back to Watson. Now Racius. There's Henriksen going over with it. Koroko brings it back to the line. Net violation. Line judges see two different things. And it's a jump ball. We're going to redo that point. Two line judges on the right and the left of the court were not in agreement, so they decided to redo the point. This one back to Maslow. Now it's Carter over to Henriksen. Goes to the front of the line up. Touch set. Henderson, Carter, Maslow. Finds its way over in Koroko's court. Hit coming. Oh, wow. That was just a really nice point. You cannot be upset if you're an M1 parent. Oh, no, and they're going to call it out. Wow. I tell you what, we got away with one there. 23 all. Good serve here by Maslow. That's an ace now. 24-23. Set point here for M1. Maslow. Good drive by Maslow. Just out. Game tied again at 24. We'll play to 26 now. Win by 2. That one into the net, unforced error by Koroko, gives the ball back to M1. Game set point. 25-24. Play to 26. Drive by Henderson. It's the back line of Koroko. They'll bring it forward. Hit coming off Quinn Bai. She plays it up and over. This hit by Koroko into the net. Unforced error gives the game to M1. M1 splitting sets 1-1. They take that one 26-24. And I'm going to reset the scoreboard here, and we'll start our rubber match to 15 here just shortly.
That was a good game.
All right, our scoreboard's reset up. Rubber match about to be underway. It is hot in here. Everybody on M1's team on the sidelines here waving, fanning themselves with their hands, and I will tell you, they do not have the air conditioning on today. Either that or it's broken. It is hot here. All right, looks like M1 to serve for the rubber match. This one played to 15, got to win by 2. It's all about momentum. M1 breaks huddle, takes the court on our starting lineup, front line. Left to right in your screen is Sophia Schwant, Quinn Bai, Madeline Henriksen back line. Kinsey Watson, Lucy Maslow, Kinley Henderson. Looks like Ken Racius will take the place of Lucy Watson, or yes, Lucy Maslow off the draw here. There they go. Kinley Henderson to the back line to serve. And we're underway. Game 3, or set number 3. Rubber match to 15. Here we go. Koroko winning the first set 25-20. M1 winning the second set 26-24. Third set, play to 15. Got to win by 2. All about momentum as Henderson is going to lead us off. She's out of your frame here in the lower right, just waiting for the line judge as they're at the scorer's table. Sorry about the brief break in the action here, folks.
Is that the coach involved?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Kinley Henderson out of your frame in the lower right will serve. That serve to the back corner where Koroko will settle it. Long set hit coming. That one's well off the mark.
Which one is the coach on our side?
And Henderson again. The back line running jump serve. It's a good one. Koroko plays it forward. Hit coming right in there. Blocked by Quinn Bai. Nice job, Quinn Bai. Backwards bump here over to Racius. Henderson, long set. Here's Henriksen. Her drive right into a strong block by Koroko, and that one falls back into M1's court. It's 1-1. Side out. Koroko to drive. Henriksen settles. I'm not sure what that violation was. It looked like a rotational error. The ref, I am not sure about that one, folks. I think that was a rotational error. Had to do with positioning. This one back to Henriksen. Henderson over to Henriksen. Give and go. Henriksen plays that off the line. It falls. Oh, Schwant with a nice block, but that falls in M1's court off the block. He just didn't quite get all of it. 3-1 Koroko. Running jump serve by Koroko is back to Schwant. Now it's Henderson, over to Schwant. Schwant, that hit's a good one. Back corner of Koroko. They'll bring this forward. Hit coming. It's Watson. She plays that one into the cheap seats. 4-1 Koroko. M1 trying to gain some footing here. This serve going out. Called in. Maybe caught the line there. It was really close. 5-1 Koroko. Not the start we wanted here in this third set. That ball just going barely wide off M1's court. M1 calling timeout. Trying to ice the server here so they can regain some momentum. Koroko to serve. This one to Watson. Henderson. Here's by. Going back here. Sent back. Watson, Henderson. Henriksen with the long drive. Back corner. Koroko keeps it alive. Hit coming. That went off. Couldn't by his fingertips. And Watson tried to make a dig of it. And just couldn't. That ball just had zero elevation on it. Koroko sends that one long. And found the back edge. That one's in. Racius thought that was going long. It's 7-1. Koroko now with clear set of momentum. And one's got to put an end to it. That ball going long. 7-2. M1 regaining service. Here's Fiona Bechtel for Madeline Henriksen. Bechtel with a drive. Koroko keeps it alive. Hit coming. That one falls right back in front of Bechtel. It's actually a really nice hit by Koroko. 8-2. Koroko with a drive. It's Racius, Henderson. Schwant with a good hit. Right into a block. Watson back to Henderson. A good give and go, and Watson buries that one. (8-3) your score. Ken Racius to the back line to serve. This serve just off the net, lands short. That was perfect. An ace by Racius. It's 8-4. Racius with a nice drive. This to the libero of Koroko. Their hit going long. Unforced error makes it 8-5, 3-point game. Timeout, Koroko. Tenerissius serve just over the net. Koroko to play it forward. Racius. Henderson long set. Watson right into a block, but Racius keeps it alive. Henderson catches. Koroko almost sleeping, but they'll keep it alive. Bechtel, Henderson. Here's Watson right into a nice play by Henderson at the net. They're calling 4 hits.
Well, why was it their point?
Shouldn't have been 4 hits though, because one was off a block, but I just disagree about that. I don't know. 9-5. Koroko service. It's Watson. Henderson back to Watson. Give and go. That one finds its way over. Koroko sets. Hit coming. Racius. Racius plays it forward, and Watson and Maslow can't decide who wants to play it as the ball falls right between the two of them. Making it 10-5, 5-point advantage here for Koroko. Koroko service hits Bechtel. Henderson, Maslow with a good drive. That one's in. 6-10. Signy Carter for Sophia Schwamp. Carter to the back line to serve. Good serve here by Signy Carter. Just over the net. This one back to Carter, unfortunately. She sends that errantly. 11-6 now your score. Koroko with a 5-point advantage. Their drive goes back to Watson. Watson to Maslow. Maslow put it over, but out. She really didn't have much of a pass there from Watson. 12-6, Koroko. Their drive right back to Racius. Carter. Watson drive right into a block, and that falls right back at her. 13-6, M1 now or never here in the rubber match. Now or never. Koroko with the drive back to Watson. She'll set nice and high. Here's Carter setting to Maslow. Maslow's got to set it over. Hit coming right into Maslow. That is partially blocked and lands into M1's court. That will make this a 14-6 game. It's game set point for Koroko. Koroko's drive back to Maslow. Here's Carter. Set. Maslow again. She'll set that one over. Koroko, hit coming. It's Maslow. She sends this well wide, and nothing Henderson can do with that ball. That's the game. Koroko takes it in set number 3, 15-6. I'm Mike Henderson.